Imagine driving down a quiet coastal road. The sun is shining, the sea is calm. You're halfway across when you notice the water creeping in. Within minutes, the road ahead vanishes, swallowed by the ocean. No storm. No disaster. Just nature doing what it's done for centuries. Welcome to the street that disappears twice a day. In this video, we'll uncover the incredible story behind this disappearing street, explore the science that makes it happen, and see how an entire community has adapted to living with and celebrating this remarkable quirk of nature. The road we're talking about is known as the Passage du Gois. It stretches nearly 4.3 kilometers, linking the French mainland to the island of Noirmoutier. At low tide, it's just an ordinary road, narrow, paved, flanked by sand and shallow pools. At high tide, it vanishes completely beneath the waves. The reason this road disappears is no mystery to scientists. It's the tides. Tides are created by the gravitational pull of the moon and, to a lesser extent, the sun. As the Earth rotates, these forces cause the ocean's surface to rise and fall in a predictable rhythm. In the Bay of Bourgneuf, where the Passage du Gois lies, the tidal range is dramatic. The sea can rise by over 4 meters between low and high tide, twice. Every 24 hours, the road is uncovered for only a few hours before the tide rushes back in. The transformation happens quickly, and if you miss time you're crossing, you'll find yourself trapped in a very dangerous situation. The ocean here doesn't creep in politely, it surges. Drivers and cyclists who miscalculate the tide have been caught mid-crossing, forced to abandon their vehicles and climb to safety on rescue towers that stand like lonely watchmen in the water. These towers are a lifeline designed for stranded travelers to wait until the tide goes out again. The currents around the road are strong, and once the water starts flowing, it's almost impossible to fight your way through. The locals have learned respect for the sea and for the clock. Far from avoiding the Passage du Gois, the local community embraces it. Every year, it becomes the stage for a unique sporting event, a foot race where participants dash across the causeway before the incoming tide catches them. It's part endurance race, part celebration of the road's unique character, and part test of nerve. The fastest runners finish with the sea at their heels. The slower ones get very wet. The Passage du Gois is more than a novelty. It's a vital link for the people of Noirmoutier. The surrounding tidal flats are rich with life, especially oysters and clams, and local fishermen use the tides to their advantage, harvesting seafood that ends up in restaurants across France. Without this road, the island's connection to the mainland would rely solely on a modern bridge, and some traditions might fade away. For visitors, crossing the Passage du Gois is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But it comes with one golden rule: know the tide times. Tide charts are posted at each entrance and updated daily. The safe crossing window is roughly 1.5 hours before low tide to 1.5 hours after. Any later, and you risk meeting the incoming water head-on. Many tourists choose to simply walk the road, stopping to collect shells or take photos. When the tide rolls back in, they can watch the sea reclaim the causeway, a slow, hypnotic performance that never fails to amaze. The street that disappears twice a day is a reminder that nature always has the final word. In our rush to build roads, cities, and bridges, we sometimes forget that the planet has its own timetable, and here, the moon itself decides when you can cross. So, would you dare to take the trip? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories of places where nature writes the rules.